So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down on the Wednesday grid. We have a Gene Breen and Jeff Chen grid today, our constructors, and of course edited by Joel Faliano. And again, for the mini today, Joel constructed that too. I'm going to have to take my hand at this. I'm going to have to try to construct a mini. I tried building a crossword once, and I finished it, but wasn't too good. So maybe I should work on that some too. But anyway, let's hop into our grid. It's good to have you here. Let's take a look here. So we have a 4 blank greeting card section. So my feeling is going to be for her or for him. So I think we can be pretty safe with an H here. Let's see what the down is. Let me think about that. Yeah, right. So debtor's note, maybe an IOU. So I think we've got for him spelled out for us. In the thick of things, so to speak. Word said with feigned innocence. That's, of course, the French for me. So, moi, me, I. Yeah, feigned innocence. Okay, vodka plus coffee liqueur plus Irish cream plus heavy cream. Sure sounds a lot like a mudslide to me. I like it when we have liquor and wine clues. I'm pretty good at those. Oh man, I'll tell you what, this Bianchi martini, I'm telling you, if you get a chance, just get that sweet white vermouth. It's called Bianco, and yeah, just splash some prosecco and maybe a little bit of seltzer water. It's just so refreshing. Only thing I'm missing is some lemon. Maybe a lemon peel would have been nice in there. So oust. Olympic gymnast with 5 moves named for her. And I think this is Biles. Again, I'm a bit of a gymnastics nerd too. Oust maybe to boot. Okay, Christopher, come on now. Let's get going here. I'll take care of that. How about on it? Anxiety, condition, and brief. Maybe OCD. Move at a snail's pace. Inch. Currency debut of 2002. I think we're talking about the euro, or the euro in anglicized. Producer of the milk for Roquefort cheese. And I think we're talking about a sheep, a ewe. Droll, rye. Oh, how very droll. Light rum plus dark rum plus orange juice plus passion fruit syrup. And I think we're talking about a hurricane here. Don't drink these things, but I've had them and I've made them. One of the Gilligan's Island castaways, and it looks like we've got Mary Ann trying to come out at us here. All right, so what do we got now? Let's see, photo gallery on one's phone. Maybe a camera roll. I just don't want a fat finger or anything. It's been one of those days for me. Apricot or peach, 3 letters. Maybe a hue. Wins over, okay, charms. All right, so that's good. How some cafe is served. So obviously we're talking about coffee, and I'm assuming cafe au lait, so with milk. In the manner of, a la. In German, we say Arts. Arts. It's in the style of. Skimpy, perhaps meager. I don't know. No, it's not meager because this is composer Jules Stein. So it helps when you know something. Italy's fashion capital, that's right, it's Milan. Milan is Italy's answer to Germany's Dusseldorf. Light brown could be tan. And believer in the principle of I and I for the physical and spiritual selves. And this is the Rasta. Okay, market-focused channel, probably CNBCGEC. Teacher in a temple, rabbi. Taken as a whole, in all, maybe, could be wrong about that, just like I was about meager. Turns out it was measly. C36 across with 38 across, rum, brandy, pineapple juice, and orange juice, plus orchid syrup, plus fire. And I think this is a, I can't remember, but I think it's a volcano of some sort. My kid's sister Tiffany would know that. She was the bartender. In fact, until Stanley Tucci came along, I never had a great martini until Tiffany, my kid's sister, made one for me. It was delicious. We were on a trip to, we were in England. We just drove up Calais, crossed over on the ferry, got to Dover, made our way to our rental for the weekend, and she made me a martini that was outside of this world. Wonderful. A birdie flies in this. A birdie. Okay. Structure that's subject to hydrostatic pressure, and I think we're talking about a dam. Leave out perhaps is to omit. Upscale hotel chain. Okay, so I think we're talking about the Omni here. And a birdie flies in this. Badminton. Okay. Absurd, inane. I can't think with all this racket. Quiet! Quiet! Avignon. Affirmatives. Of course, these are yeses. Affirmatives. So we're talking about oui's. Yeses in French. The Acropolis now. Well, I think we're talking about a ruin. So we got a pretty simple Wednesday grid here. Places to dock. These might be quays. Let's see. Hard Knocks. Green-eyed monsters, generally envy, right? Invitation request. Response, s'il vous plaît. Very good. Hard Knocks, maybe raps. In a trance. Well, let's see. So mudslide, hurricane, volcano. I'm just going to assume, without even looking at 46 across, that this is a disaster of some sort. Component of a certain cage, perhaps a rib. Catch in the act. Nab. Nail polish brand. I can't remember. Is that OB? OP. Okay, org that enforces the toxic substances control, like the Environmental Protection Agency. Okay, so we're getting this a little bit in order here. Hard Knocks, I think, is going to be raps. This just looks like a DER ending, doesn't it? Do a slow burn. Maybe smolder. Braves on a scoreboard. We're talking about Atlanta, the Atlanta Braves. At the back of the boat, aft. Let's get up here and finish this off. Pitch, maybe sell. Turn off course, perhaps we're veering here. And with 56 across, what each of these starred clues is. Looks like it's a recipe for disaster, maybe. I hope it is, because that would suck if it wasn't. I really think that would be very clever if it were. So, actor Josh, who was once married to Fergie. Oh, I can't remember that for the life of me. Noon in France, bon après-midi. And let's see, beamed, maybe lit up. And let's see up here, one-time host with the segment Jaywalking. I think we're talking about Jay Leno. We've been in here a few times in the last week. Chill, maybe hang. So this is a flaming it's a flaming volcano. I almost said bartender. Flaming bartender. Flaming volcano. Magazine with cover exclamations like bigger biceps. Probably Men's Health. I never read those things. I don't have anything against them. I just don't ever read them. Developers purchase. So maybe a lot if you're developing. Horrify, perhaps this is to appall. 2 P's and an A. Sachet raise and I think this is the Apu trilogy. Ruthless Ruler, yep, it is. Despot. So, Sherlock Holmes or Hercule Poirot. And I'm talking about a sleuth. A sleuth. Small group of trees, cups. Losing tic-tac-toe line. Now, isn't that, not only is it inelegant, but kind of lazy. So obviously we're talking about roads and then kick out, expel. Kick out, that kind of thing. I mean, 5 letters, it sometimes gets a little like, well, is it eject? Is it expel? You got like the E to start with at least, but yeah, watch those. Jimmy of NYPD Blue, Smits, probably Ole Miss, and Ungala is Latin for this word, hence ungulate, and I think this is a hoof. I'm a little out under practiced, I guess, on my Latin. I'm a little not so up on it much anymore. I should probably spend some time going back over it. Sharing word, maybe hours. What did I do? Oh my gosh, that was ugly. Probably because I was making fun of the losing tic-tac-toe. Now I get my lessons as pain, maybe dulls, some LG products, maybe high-def TVs, explorers and others in brief, sport utility vehicles, and feeder filler. Looks like it's going to be suet. And in the thick of things, yeah, okay, so midstream. So how do we do, Bob? Okay. Not a bad little old puzzle today. I mean, kind of fun, right? Let me know how you did. Let me know what your times were on it. I would like to know that. And yeah, this was a clean and pretty clever little old grid. So you can't really beat this. But we'll go ahead and get rid of that so that I can say thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I mean, I'm not messing around. I'm just so overwhelmed every morning to see the subscriber count climbing and to see the number of likes generated there. And every time I hear from any of you, it just makes my day. I had a conversation about the Bianchi Martini yesterday in the comments section with one of our viewers from Poland. So it's quite an international scene that we've built here, and I'm very excited about that. And so, again, thank you for really deep down here, with the cockles somewhere, whatever you want to call it. Just so appreciative. You'll never know. Thank you again so very much. And with that, let's go ahead and bring ourselves to a close, and I'll just say, Ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag. And if it's the morning for you, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Morgen. If it's the evening, ein schönes Abend noch. Servus, grüß Gott, auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, ciao, take care.